The sixth issue that is makruh in salat, or is disliked in salat, to cross your fingers like this. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, when one of you does wudu and does it well, then goes out heading towards the masjid, let him not interlace his fingers, for he is in the state of prayer. So in preparation to prayer, you should not do this. And might as well say that doing this while praying is not permissible. If it's after the prayer or any time that is not time for prayer, there's no problem in interlacing it and crossing your fingers like this, because the Prophet had done that, alayhi salatu wasalam, after the prayer was over, as per the hadith of Dhul Yadaini. Number 7, to move a great deal and to play around and mess around while in prayer. Because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, be still in prayer. So many people, we see them in the masjid while praying, they have this itching issue. They do this all the time. Some of them keep on watching their watch, playing, fixing. Some of them would play with their pockets. And I've seen people taking their mobile phones while ringing and texting. And this is definitely something that would invalidate the prayer for doing it so much. Yes, if you do it a little bit, that would be not recommended. And number 8, to pray in the presence of food when the food is ready. The Prophet said, alayhi salam, there is no prayer when food is ready or when one is resisting the urge to relieve oneself, meaning to answer the call of nature. So this is something that is disliked. Why? When I pray, if I'm hungry and the food is being served and I insist on praying, I'd be thinking of the food. But if I'm not hungry and the food is served, or if I'm fasting and the food is served, then there is no problem in that. You can pray without any problem. Or even if the food is extremely hot and I know I can't eat it immediately, so I go and pray and utilize the time so that it would cool down by the time I finish my prayer, then there is no problem in that as well. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Now, what about moving in prayer? We said it's disliked. Yes, unless there is a legitimate reason for that. And the movement in prayer can be divided into the 5 categories mentioned in fiqh books. So it can be obligatory. And this is when the validity of your prayer depends on it. For example, I'm praying and someone tells me, Akhi, the Qibla is 90 degrees to your left. So I said, okay, I have to change my direction 90 degrees like this. Otherwise, my prayer would be invalid. So it's a must for me to move. Or if I'm praying and there is a snake approaching me or a scorpion, and I say, if I move, this is Makrooh. Yeah, but if you don't move, may you rest in peace. You're a dead duck. So what to do? You have to move. It's a must that you move, either to get away from its way or to kill it while in prayer. The second category would be that it's prohibited for you to move. As in the case of this brother who is texting or doing unnecessary actions in the prayer. This is haram. This is prohibited. The third category is recommended. So many times we are praying in the masjid, in the haram for example, and all of a sudden people start moving to fill up the rows in front of them. And there's a gap in front of me. So I walk to fill up the gaps while in prayer, and this is recommended. The fourth category is permissible. I'm praying and I'm carrying my grandson, like the Prophet used to do, alayhi salatu wasalam, while in prayer. So this is permissible, though there is no necessity to it, but also it is something that was done by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so it's permissible. And finally, what is makrooh, and that is to move without any legitimate reason or a necessity. So someone just all the time is doing this in salat. Every time he's doing this and keeps on moving like that, this is makrooh, and you should not do this because there's no need for that, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad.